let's look at what went wrong today and what we could learn from today's price action. So the market opened right here. This was my 8:30 a.m., which is 9:30 Eastern Standard Time candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We draw out the 5-minute ORB. Now, what happened, we were in an upside down state, it was a narrow state, but it was underneath the 200 SMA. And I knew that should have caused me a little bit of pause, but I took the trade anyways. So as soon as we got this fair value gap and we broke the 5-minute ORB with the fair value gap, what did I do? I bought. So then we had a break, but we got these little wicks here. What was happening was we were getting rejection off the 200 SMA. I saw it, but, I was still hopefully, right? So, because I had a fair value gap. So I'm like, okay, well, we broke above it. We'll get through it. But this red candle came down. The next candle came a shot above it. So then I was really hopeful. So I added right here. And added again when it pulled back here. And then lost my daily loss limit. Okay, so what do we learn on this? Well, this would be good. Fair value gap, breaking out of the 5-minute ORB, but only above the 200 SMA, not below, because if it's below, the 200 SMA can be resistance and get his head knocked. Look at it. Every time it hits it, it's kind of getting his head knocked off. Okay, so I hit my daily loss limit on my Lucid account. So I said, okay, let me go over to my Apex. Okay, so here's what, Lord Jesus help me. So what did I do on my Apex? Well, I lost on that one going bullish. So when the bear fair market gap showed up, right? Fair value gap shows up. We get a break downward. So I shorted. I went in heavy. I'm like, oh yeah, baby, this is good because now we're underneath the 200 SMA. We're underneath the child, underneath the parent, underneath the child. We're going down, baby. Take me down to the paradise city. But this was at 8:55. And guess what? We had news in 5 minutes. You do not take a trade when you have news coming up in 5 minutes. I know this, but I thought, well, it's not high impact news. It should be small news. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to take it anyways. It broke the 5-minute ORB. I got a nice fair value gap. So I disregarded wisdom. Right? Wisdom would say, hey, sniper, if there's news, don't do nothing. But I took the trade. When it pulled back, I'm expecting a break and a retest. I wanted to come back down. So I added here again. Got stopped out for $900. Trade broke it, ORB again. Monkey brain. Ooh. It was right, because this was the news candle. You see this? News. First 3 minutes, news came out. It's chopping around. We go in for a short again. And we get slaughtered. Hit the daily max limit 1,500. Okay. Done for the day. But what are we to learn on a day like this? Number one, just to kind of recap, and this video's over with. Even though you got a very, very gap, even though you got a break of the ORB, you have to look at the position it's in. It was positioned underneath the 200 SMA. You want the 200 SMA to be support. It's positioned underneath, and you get all these wicks coming down. Those wicks should have told me stay away. Then, on this trade, there was news within 5 minutes. This would have been good. but we had news. So what did today, here it is, 9:40 a.m. What did today end up being? Chop day, trash, range. So far, I mean, it could eventually break out one direction, but as it stands now, we are just chopping around this 5-minute ORB. People that probably bought this, no, I didn't have a fair value gap, but some people would have maybe thought this was a break, retest, right? And then a break back out. So a lot of people might have been hurt on this part too, because this is a break at the 5-minute ORB, comes back in. You get a green candle, you get a full green candle out. But guess what? 200 SMAs acting like resistance. You couldn't really buy this thing until way up here, up into this range. But nevertheless, look, came down, would have stopped you out. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. Hopefully you learned something. You have to see the position of things, and you have to know whether news is coming soon. That's what we can learn today from the 5-minute ORB. We can't play like this trade right here. I mean, you see, we have a fair value gap now. But again, since the 200 SMA has been resistance, we can't take this until it closes above this high here. It's just chop. Well, hopefully that helps a little bit for you. On days like today, you just sit back and do nothing. It's the best thing to do. NASDAQ Sniper here. Happy trading. God bless.